Hey guys, this is my tier list for top lane. This is for patch 7.22. This is the updated version. A lot of stuff is changed in the big patch, so I'm doing an updated version. My OPGG is in the description below. I'm a Diamond 5 player, and also free. If the tier list doesn't help you out, I offer free coaching on low coaching. That'll also be in the description. So we're just gonna get started. I'm gonna go over each champion. Why they're at that rank basically. All right, we're gonna start off S plus Cho'Gath. Um, there's no other tank in the game. He's all. There's nothing he's bad at really. I mean, you can't he offers so much to a team. I'm just gonna go through everything he offers. You're the biggest tank in the game for no reason. All your abilities, they either CC or you can one shot. Nobody can one shot in the game. Nobody. He can do it though, because that's balance. Um, I mean, seeing a Cho'Gath with 67k health is not something you're like, damn, that's crazy. No, that happens every fucking game you play against him. Um, so there's he's so absurd, it's unreal. The fact that he hasn't been nerfed yet is unreal. You have a big W. Your W's a silence, Q's a knockup, E is a slow. You have a decent laning phase. There's nothing he's like bad. I don't know. Like the only thing that's kind of bad with him is he's just kind of weird. Like you're just so big. But being that big doesn't matter because you just one shot. Like anybody fucks you, you gargoyle stone plate dot. It's a 4v5. You just turn it into you basically count as two people to be honest because you have 6k 7k health. Um, you're basically a second jungler. So Baron and Dragon like and then also when you do Baron and Dragon and you get it, you also it's horrendous how good he is. Um, I've never there's really nothing he struggles at. Like I can't his passive gives he's got a good passive for lane sustain. Like he's so easy to play. You can literally just queue to farm. You don't even have to go in lane. You can just queue to farm the entire game. So that's why he's OP. Basically just build gargoyle stone plate on this dude. A fight breaks out, you flash R, you're the best player in a Congrats. It's alright. You just flash R or kill the mid or ADC. Whoever is more of a threat, you just one shot them. It's over. There's almost no way they can win that fight unless you're playing with bots on your team because you just made it a 4v5 and you're still alive. So it's just outrageous. We'll get on to Gameplank. Klepto Gameplank's pretty good. You can also just go regular Gameplank. But Klepto Gameplank is pretty fucking disgusting because you can feed your ass off, but hit third item before they even hit second item. The amount of gold you get is horrendous. Um, you might not like taking Klepto because you'll be sacrificing a lot of raw stats, but that won't matter when you're an item or two above your opponent. You'll just shit on them. It's so easy. Um, and you also have global map pressure with his ult, so you just fuck people basically. Such a balanced champ. Akali and Vladimir, I'm just gonna go on. Yeah, this basically applies to both of them. Any champion with built-in lifesteal is really good, especially these two. You go Ravenous Hunter on them. I'm not sure what else you go on them, but they can trade. You can't trade with them because if you trade with Akali, if you trade with her pre-level 6, it's not that bad. But after level 6, the lifesteal really starts kicking effect. I've seen Tank Akali. The funny thing about Tank Akali is you don't build tank items. You build straight damage and still one shot. I've seen her heal like 400 health. You get 15% more lifesteal with the Ravenous Hunter at max stack. So you just think about that on Vlad or Akali with the Spirit's Visage. That is what 45% I think extra healing. That's fucking atrocious to play against. Akali, she can trade really good in lane. Vladimir, I feel is a little bit better because he can basically just one shot the enemy's backline. Your W is also an outplay button, I guess you could say. Anybody tries to hit you with something, you just W. You basically have Yasuo's wind wall on him, man. Fucking atrocious. Maokai would be an S plus if he could just one shot somebody for no reason, but he can't, things like that. Fucking atrocious. Yeah, Cho'Gath, if you're a top laner, play him. If they don't ban him because it's a free win. So bad to play against. Maokai, everything he does is CC. His passive allows him to stay alive for long periods of time in team fights. So you can just basically ignore the enemy ADC or mid, whoever's carrying the most, and your ult is fucking I mean, your ult's okay. Like, it's not like terrible to play against, to be honest. Scion, the thing that's nice about Scion is you can basically build straight tank but still do damage. It's crazy. He has really high base values for his damage, which is really good. He also has a shield. He's really annoying in team fights, and his ult has extremely high base damage numbers. So you don't even have to build damage on this dude. If you go AD Scion, you're inting, just kill yourself. But if you go tank Scion, you're going to be a huge threat to the enemy's team and also big aid to your team. Jarvan, reason I like Jarvan a lot is because if you get ahead, you one shot everybody, you carry the game. GG, well played. If you're behind or if you're going even, you just build tank and delete. You still delete people kind of, but you can lock people down like the ADC or mid, whoever's doing better, to so your team can just shit on them basically. Kennen, Kennen's really good in the fact basically Kennen has a good laning phase and also his ult. I recommend going AD Kennen, not AP Kennen, because if you go AP Kennen, your ult doesn't really do that much damage, to be honest. Your ult's really good in the fact that you can lock down an entire enemy team really easily. Cled's a good split pusher. His ult's good for initiating team fights, locking somebody down. You're also extremely annoying in 1v1 duels due to the fact that you can get Scarl up relatively quickly. Jace's age, electrocute on Jace. You basically just EQ or Q people. You get them to about half health, and then you just all in them with the Mercury Hammer, and it's over. I mean, there's no counterplay. York, York's been doing really well right now. It's not mainly due to the new runes being really good on him. It's basically due to the buff they gave him. I didn't think it was going to be this big for York, but evidently it is. York's a great split pusher. If York gets Rift Herald, your entire base you just auto lose. Your Nexus blows up. GG. Well, like if York gets Rift Herald, don't come top. Your base is gone basically. Like everybody has to go top to stop this motherfucker. He's an insane split pushing threat. He can only be maxed by like Jax or something like that in that regard. The Jax, best 1v1 split pusher in the game, in my opinion. You just split push the entire game, go 0-13, your team wins somehow. You're extremely fucking, because nobody can kill you. Not unless like you're retarded and you don't know how to play Jax. It's pretty hard for somebody to kill you on their own. So they have to bring two people up there, so your team can just like finesse objectives, and there's nothing the team can do about it. We're going on Ornn. Ornn, for some reason, got buffs. I didn't think he was that bad. But I think with the buffs that Ornn's got, he's actually fucking atrocious to play against. I've been seeing a lot of Ornn in solo queue. Your ult's up like 20 every 30, 40. I don't know what it is, but it's up all the fucking time. Your ult's really good for initiating team fights. And that knockup's really huge. It's a lot harder to dodge now to all the buffs. I've seen him in jungle. It's actually pretty fucking dirty in the jungle. Your W is huge, especially top lane where you can melt tanks due to the max health percentage. Shin, I really like Shin due to you basically don't die in top lane unless you're mentally ill, especially against basic attack heavy top laners, just due to his abilities. And you also have global map pressure. I like Shin jungle more, honestly. That may sound kind of gay, but Shin jungle, like, you can basically TP to lanes and guarantee like with a top lane and Shin jungle. You can just teleport to a lane and guarantee almost, unless the dude's retarded or something, that you're gonna turn that fight around due to the shield. Singe, basically you just end Singe and win. You're just extremely fucking annoying to play against, and mid to late game you do become like a threat because you get that Leandries, Rylas, and you just face fuck people. I think Singe is sitting right now at 53% win rate. I don't know why Riot doesn't nerf this motherfucker. He's atrocious to play. I was debating putting him on my S because he's just that good. Like, you're just an atrocious champ. I mean, you always sit at 50% win ratio and shit on people. You're just so annoying to play against. Like, especially in low MR. I don't even know why people even try to chase this motherfucker. Lower MR, he's a lot better because people will run into your poison trail. I mean, people do it in Diamond. I see it all the time where people literally die due to they'll run after him for some reason. Fucking retarded. Urgot, with the recent buffs he got, I think he's pretty good. They did nerf him in this patch, but I don't think that's enough to like kind of knock him out. His ult, you basically cannot dodge it now. It's so fast. They increased it by like 40%, which is fucking atrocious. You're a big lane bully, especially if you get ahead, they're not farming. You're basically a Heimerdinger, but not Heimerdinger. You just lane bully people so much with the Echoing Flames. Gnar, I like Gnar. He's decent split push, but also you can basically, if you're losing, you can come back, or if you're winning, you can end the game with his ult. Mega Gnar ult is insanely, hard to play against. Plus, he has a W, so you can kind of chain that, and they're basically never getting you unstunned. Fiora, good split pusher, really good duelist. This bitch is basically kind of like Master Yi and Jax and some other characters where they can 1v5 your entire team. There's not a whole lot of like you're never gonna see a Shin 1v. I mean you could, but like a Shin ain't gonna 1v5 your team, right? But a Fiora can, a Riven can, a Jax can. So moving on to Rumble. Rumble gives, area of denial with his ult. Also, it's good, playmaking. They go in on your team. You drop that shit down, they're going to know what's up. Poppy, you're an annoying ass tank. Holy shit, this bitch is so annoying to play against. You can get like 40 to 90 armor, 100 armor, and MR, depending on what time of the game. Makes you just fucking impossible to kill. This bitch is impossible. But she's not impossible as Cho'Gath, though. Balance. Nasus, the buffs to Nasus all gave him a lot of power. You're still big split pushing. The reason he's an A, it depends on what MR you play him in. If you play him in higher MR, he's significantly worse due to your opponent's just gonna like cuck you really hard. You'll just become an E-bot. You'll just have to cast E to get farm. Nasus really depends on if you can get stacks early or not. If you're not getting stacks early, you're not gonna scale well into the mid to late. Maybe until a very, very late. Like, if it gets late game, I think it's basically over for the enemy team. Once you hit about 500, 600 stacks, it's over. There's nothing you can do. Mundo and Malphite, I'm going to get Malphite's over here. I'm just going to cover both of them. You pick these guys into either heavy AD for Malphite or heavy AP for Mundo. I would put them at A+, but, I don't want people to just like in. So if you pick them into AP, you have 4 AP, 1 AD, or 4 AD, 1 AP, respectively. They're probably A+. Malphite's, I think, a little bit better than Mundo, because Malphite offers like that fucking game-ending ult that you can dodge. No, you can't. Atrocious champion. Pantheon, you're a lane bully. Extremely aids to play against. Takes a lot of skill to play him. All his abilities are point and click. You don't have to aim. Except for, he's got the little spear shit. The little, like, where he throws out like 100 spears, but you ain't got aim for that. You missed that, you're retarded. You basically you can play this champ one time and be like pretty well versed in him. He's probably one of the easiest champions in the game, except for Soraka. But he's probably one of the easy. You got global map. You shit on your top laner. Just queue the entire game. Takes a lot of skill to do that, and then just come mid. Press W, QE, they die. That easy. Take electrocute. Darius, I was honestly debating putting him at A-. I think Darius is just a dog shit champ. Due to the fact that he has no mobility. The phase rush did give him 75% slow resistance, but I still think he is a dog shit champ, in my opinion. A lot of people struggle against him, but he's really not that hard to play against, especially once you don't really see him as much in plat or above, because people just learn how to play against this guy. He's basically like an Udyr. You stun Udyr, GG, well played. You just eliminated somebody on their team. That easy. He's basically like a worse version of Udyr in my opinion, because he has no fucking mobility. If you're retarded, you're gonna get. If he grabs you, you're fucking dead, pretty much. Like if he gets 5 stacks, he's gonna kill your whole team. But that's what he's basically like a raid boss. If you let him get 5 stacks, GG, well played, you lost the game. But if you just stun him, it's over. Like you make it a fight into a 4v5. Teemo's been really good in the most recent patch, basically due to the fact that Teemo is aids to play against. Especially in lower MR, this dude is he dominates in lower MR due to the fact that people just don't know how to play against him. Teemo is not terrible to play against, in my opinion. Basically, you just trade with him until you get him down to about half health, go all in, shit on him. Teemo is pretty hard to gank due to his streams. the buffs to him in patch 7.22 did help him out more. There's a lot of builds I've seen. Press the attack is probably the most prevalent one with him. Press the attack is actually fucking broken right now. I don't know why they would give you Vlad's ult for a fucking keystone, but it's always because press the attack gives 12% damage from all like everybody on your team. Just that's so dumb. Tom Kench. Reason I put him at A is Tom Kench. I've never seen a Tom Kench win lane. Like I've never seen a Tom. Let me rephrase that. I've never seen a Tom Kench carry. Uh, he can definitely win lane, but you're kind of just like a mega tank who can save people and you can chase people down with his ult or like do objectives really quick. I do think he is real. Do still think he's really good because he's so hard to kill in lane due to his W, I think, where he can regain health or use it as a shield. Fucking atrocious. Alawi, you haven't seen any Alawi since this patch is because she's not really that common. But I'm not really sure where she stands in the meta right now. But I mean, she's not bad. Like there's definitely better pick. Like if you want to play a tank, just play Cho'Gath. Like why would you have to be skilled and play Alawi when you can just flash our pop gargoyle one shot somebody make it a 4v? Like there's really no reason to play her. You know, like I just don't know what she offers. Like she's kind of crazy to play against due to the fact that of her ult, but she's not like insane. Like if she like who are you more scared who gets ahead, Alawi or Riven? Riven's gonna shit on your whole team. You just lost the game. She gets ahead. Riven, she's basically reason she's A. She's one of these champs that if she don't get ahead, GG well played, you won the game. If she gets ahead, GG well played, you lost. You know, she's kind of like a let's see, what other champions are like that where if they don't get ahead, they're just worth like a Talon. Like if you don't get ahead with Talon, GG. She doesn't really offer that much to your team. Especially if she gets ahead, I mean, she'll 1v5. She's one of those characters that can do that. But she doesn't get ahead, it's over. Like she's definitely better than I would say. Like who is dog shit here? Like I would say she's better than Renekton because she has a lot more mobility, so you can kind of kite more around and maybe get to that back line. Okay, Quinn. We're gonna get on to Quinn. Basically, your second jungler is Quinn. You basically can just trade top, go mid, shit on them. Like you make the mid laner's life hell. With your ult, you can roam down there. Like if your mid laner loses when you're Quinn, he has autism. Unless he loses really early before you can start roaming. We're gonna go on to Galio now. Galio is extremely atrocious to play against because you can go tank or full AP now. And during a team fight, if somebody jumps on your ADC, all you have to do is ult, and they take like 50% less damage late game. That's insane. That's so big. It's like that can turn the tide of the fight for your ADC. Like your ADC can just pop off and kill everybody. We're gonna move. We already covered Malphite with Mundo, so we're gonna move on to Trundle. Trundle, good split pusher. W, you can chase people down with it really easy. He's also a really good split pusher because his Q can affect towers now. That was a recent buff they did to him. It's pretty good, pretty atrocious to play against due to the lifesteal. He's really good with the Ravenous Hunter. Camille, good split pusher. She's pretty safe to play with her hook shot. That's really all I have to say about her. She can 1v1 pretty easily. Nautilus, what you're really picking Nautilus for is a big ass fucking tank, but your ult can also lock somebody down and make them pop their QSS. You basically pop this on the mid laner or ADC. If the ADC has a QSS and you don't know if it's popped yet, I would do it on the mid laner as long as they don't have a Banshee spell or something like that or a Zonia's. Renekton's basically Riven, but I don't think Renekton is as good as Riven. But I do still think Renekton's really good. If you do get ahead, you'll probably shit on people. He's also really good with Ravenous Hunter due to the fact that he has built-in lifesteal in his kit. Echo, why are you playing Echo top? I probably should have put him B, but I didn't want to because he's still not terrible top. There's no really reason to play him top, but if you want to play him top, in mid lane you can kill people a lot easier because they don't have as much health. But in top, you could be playing against tanks. You're not killing a tank as Echo as long as they get the first null magic mantle. GG, you ain't killing them. No, not gonna happen. No thanks. It's just a lot with Annie. It's a lot harder for her to do her combo on a tank because it's a lot harder for her to do the damage necessary to kill them. So same with Echo. Shaco, unless you're like really good with Shaco, you're probably not going to do that great. Top recommend watching like Pink Ward or somebody before you start playing Shaco. Don't just play top Shaco and feed. Con top, I've seen Con top actually do pretty decent. I'm not sure where they're going. I think they're going. See, they can't be. You can't even go electrocute on him because it makes you a predator. So I'm definitely not sure where they're going. But it is good because you can go tanky or you can go shadow assassin one shot. If you do get ahead, that's the thing I do like about Khan though is he's kind of like Jarvan in the fact that if you get ahead you can still wax the enemy team, but if you're not ahead or you're going even, you can go dark and be more of a team asset. Olaf doesn't get ahead. He's dog shit. If he gets ahead, he pops salt, kills the entire team. GG. That's basically all there is to Olaf. He's basically like Udyr with an insane speed boost, and he can't be stunned. Annie top is pretty good. I would go Predator Annie, and you can just roam mid, be the second jungler, and shit on people. Due to the fact, but our combos are just when you want to kill somebody, you just trade with them with Annie until they're about half or a little bit less than half, and then you do the combo. You get 4 stacks, stun, WQ, they die. Okay. But in top lane, it's going to be a lot harder to do that because guess what? They're going to most likely have more health than most mid laners. So it's just a lot harder. Same with Mouse. It's basically the same thing, but your team locked down for your team. That's why he's B here. That's why he's not on C tier with like Rise because he offers a lot to the team. Gragas, his all offers good playmaking. He's not that great top to be honest. Your wave clear is pretty dog shit. It's not terrible, but it's not good, and it's definitely not as bad as Nidalee. But Nidalee can actually be halfway decent top if piloted by a good player. Your all gives you good playmaking. We're gonna go on to Nidalee. Nidalee, same reason. Why play her jungle why play her top when you can play her jungle? You're gonna be going against somebody a lot more tanky. I've seen Nidalee top. That's why she's on the list. I've seen her a decent amount of times. So Nidalee top, you're just going to be going against tankier people. It's going to be a lot harder for you. You're kind of putting yourself at a disadvantage. Don't be surprised if you lose lane. Rise, basically same thing with all 4 of these. All 3 of them actually in the B tier, except Gragas. Rise, it's going to be a lot harder to kill people because they're going to be so obnoxiously tanky. You're going to have a lot of mana issues, so it's going to take you a lot longer to get back to lane. It's just overall a pretty shit choice. I think it has a 42% win rate right now. Rise top. I don't know why people play this. I'm not sure if this was like something that was played in a tournament or something. Then it got really popular and people decided to int. It's kind of like with Corki, Lucian mid top. You see Faker play at one game. People see Faker play at one game, right? And then they're like, damn, I'm Faker. So they're going to play Lucian mid, then they go 0-11. And then they wonder why they're bronze 5. Okay, Vayne top. Vayne top's actually halfway decent. Way better than Lucian or Corki. If you pick Lucian or Corki, just tell your team you're inting and to report you after the game. Because you're a fucking piece of shit. Lost so many games due to these Lucian and Corkis, it's unreal. Vayne, she's got good, mobility, and she can knock people away from her, so she's actually halfway. She's a decent, safe ADC pick. You won't be inting as hard as, let's say, if you picked a Lucian or a Corki. Lucian, you're basically inting. If you're going to play him mid or ADC. There's no reason to play him top. I've seen people do this so many times. If somebody does this on your team, dodge, because you will lose. They will not win lane, most likely. Basically what happens with Lucian and Corki players, they either play mid-top, not counting the ones that play ADC. They're basically going to either 9 times out of 10 feed their ass off and lose you the game, or 1 times out of 10 pop off and carry the entire fucking game. So really, it's kind of like with a Yasuo mid. You know what I'm saying? Like, Yasuo he's either going to die 3 times in 6 minutes and then AFK, or kill their entire team 8 times over and win you the game. That's basically, this is one of them type of picks. Corki top, kill yourself. That's all I gotta say. You're dog shit. if you play this. I've seen it so many times though, and it's a free win. I love it, and I just dodge when it's on my team. Why would you play Corky top? Don't do it. But if you are going to do it, like I said, instead of being a mid where there's a lot of squishy opponents, you're going to be in top lane where they're a lot more tankier. It'll be a lot harder for you to kill them. You're just going to be kind of farming up there for no reason. You're most likely going to be a lot less useful to your team than, let's say, that top laner is, because you're probably going to have like 11 deaths 10 minutes in, and you're overall just a detriment to society, and you should kill yourself. But that's the end of this tier list for patch 7.22. This is updated. Thanks for watching, guys.